You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. We have a former Olympic athlete, and a pretty famous one, that has come out and said that she has been directly told that athletes, activism, political messaging, protesting has and is, and we know this, influencing people's decisions to tune out these Olympic Games. The other day I did a video. We found out the opening ceremony was garbage. The TV ratings on it they got 17 million. We went over all the various sporting events that drew just as many viewers. One of them was Baylor and Gonzaga, the national championship game. To give you some kind of an idea, the Olympics are down 59% since 2012. They drew 40 million viewers at London. And even the last Summer Olympics, they drew 27 million. So they're down 10 million from it. And one of the reasons, and I'm telling you, the fact that this happened so quickly as the Olympics was running up on us was Gwen Berry. When Gwen Berry turned her back to the flag during the national anthem, so many people said, nope, I'm good. We already anticipated. The IOC tried to head this off at the path by saying, hey, we're going to punish if anybody protests, blah, blah, blah. But we also sat back and went, what are you going to do when all the media scrutiny starts? What are you going to do when the athletes start putting pressure on you? What are you going to do when people start calling you, the IOC, a bunch of racists? What are you going to do? And in standard operating procedure, they curd down. They immediately bended the knee. They folded like a cheap suit. And we anticipated that. Well, LOLO Jones has come out. And in case you're remembering, she was a massive track star. And she also participated in not only the Summer Olympics, but the Winter Olympics. You rarely see that happening. And she says, yes, activism has caused an issue, has played a role. She knows for a fact, people have told her, I've been told, that it has caused people to tune out. LOLO Jones claims athlete activism is contributing to down Olympic ratings. People told me, I just can't watch after the Gwen Berry protest. That was such a big deal. TV ratings for the Olympics opening ceremony fell to a 33-year low Friday, averaging just 17 million viewers on NBC, which was down 35% from 2016, and like I said a second ago, 59% from 2012. The viewership totals fell in line with most sporting events in the United States, which are experiencing declining TV audiences across the board. I wonder why that is. It is a growing trend in recent years, but one that has escalated since the start of the global pandemic more than 16 months ago. Here we go, trying to blame this shit on the damn Wuhan virus. Guys, we know better. In fact, I'll be honest with you. Had all these athletes not went woke and started doing all the political stuff, I would venture to say that sports ratings would actually be higher right now. At least last year when everybody was locked inside and people tuned out then. LOLO Jones joined Sandra Smith on Fox News Channel's America Reports, where the former track star stated one possible explanation for declining Olympic viewership is athlete activism. Quote, I don't know the percentage of people that would be tuning out because of those protests, Jones told Smith, but I will say there has to be a percentage of people that are doing that. I had so many people coming up to me after the Gwen Berry protest and saying, I'm sorry, I cannot watch the Olympics after that. Last month, Barry earned a spot on the U.S. track and field team after placing third in the hammer throw during Olympic qualifiers. While standing on the podium, Barry turned her back to the American flag as the national anthem played. Absolute repugnant behavior. A former Olympian herself in track and field and bobsled, Jones believes there's a delicate balance between athletes wanting to use their platform to speak up and the general public who prefers sports without politics. But that balance is difficult to find. The U.S. soccer team was viciously criticized by yours truly for taking a knee prior to their first Olympic match last week, and they knelt for 10 seconds to protest racial injustice, but stood during the national anthem. And she did mention also that there may be one other reason for some of the declined ratings. There is no Michael Phelps. There is no Usain Bolt, okay, this time around. But I got to be honest with you. The way we connect with people that are in the Olympics, it's the viewers that latches on to somebody. How many gymnastic stars have we had? How many different stars over the years have we had in the Olympics? Because the viewership gravitated towards that athlete and wanted to watch them. In other words, the Olympics was the true place where we would see that a star was born, okay? And this year, we don't give a shit if a star is born or not. We don't care. We just simply don't care. When the athletes don't care about the country that they're representing, when we know, because they have admitted, we don't feel a sense of pride in that country that we're supposed to be competing on behalf of, you're right. You're not getting our support. You're not. Why? Because Gwen Berry, you don't represent us. True people that care about this country. Proud Americans. The national anthem doesn't represent you. It's not important to you. It never has been. Okay. Well, we don't need to support you. Frankly, you really shouldn't be in this country if you ask me. But we're not going to support you. We're not going to root for you. You don't support American values. No, you're right. The Olympic TV viewership is down, and I'm sure it's going to remain down. I mean, come on. And on top of Gwen Berry, you've got the NBA all through this Olympics on the Team USA side. They're out there just stinking up the room. I mean, these athletes don't even have their heads on straight. They see a lot of them seem to have lost their competitive fire because they're worried about everything else going on. What happened to just going out there and just competing because you were hungry to win? Man, you guys could learn a lot from Tom Brady and Michael Jordan. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Peace. I'm out. Till next.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.